Select a single view app, then app name. So app name is simple chat app. Next, you can store anywhere. So I will store in my desktop. Now, firstly, go to Chrome and search any chat library. So, like I am using Chat SDK iOS. This library have both version for iOS. This is a Chat SDK iOS. For Android, it's have a Chat SDK Android. So, we have now we are creating for iOS. Uh, why we are using this library? It's have lots of feature. You have private and group message, public chat rooms, user password, Facebook, Twitter, and anonymous custom login, phone number authentication, free push notifications, image, test image and location message, and you can share your images, test, and also your locations. User profile, user search, and it is scalable to 400k monthly users. Powered by Google Firebase. Basically, it's use Firebase and follow the XMPP protocol. Firebase UI. It's also have a Firebase UI for login and other. It's have both versions for Android, web, and iOS. Along with, you can see this it provides your some UI to you, so you do not need to create your own UI. Chat screen, content screen, group screen, profile screen, messaging, login, everything it will provide to you. Like it's a lots of module, end-to-end description, file messaging, like you can send file, video, audio, and any other type indicator. Like when you are typing, so it show the typing to other. Read receipts, like it tell you user read notification or note. Location based chat, chat online indicator, like on user is online or not. Audio messaging, video messaging, sticker messaging, contact book integration. You can integrate your contact book. User blocking, keyboard overlay, push notification, file storage, and Firebase UI. It's have lots of things, like it's have all which you need. Along with, if you go to other pages, you can see, you can edit your all the screen. You can like it's provide you some function. You can use that function to change the screen. It's provided the function you can customize the action also, like not only screen action also, like you need to create a private thread, but your logic is different to create a thread. So you can create your UI and you can use this function of creating thread. Same for messaging, same for, like it's have everything. It provide to user. You can change your UI, you can change your fundamentals, or and the most important thing is it's really easy to use. So now I can see how it's how we can use it. So basically, first to integrate this library, you need to integrate code. So these copy this code, go to your project, find show in Finder, open terminal, clear the terminal so you can see it. Then write cd, select this app, reach to that. Now run the command code in it. Coordinate command basically create a code file for you. So you can see when this command is run, you can see there will be a code file in your project now. Just open it. See code for simple chat app. Just enter and copy that code. You save that, close that, and now run the command code install. like it will take a little time because they have lots of port to integrate. It's basically Chat SDK have port to Chat SDK along with it. They have other ports like a Firebase or other which will use. Now when you done, just close your old app and just click on the workspace. Now just go to App Delegate. Like you create a simple chat app, which is basically using like you can. It's not need to create a skin delegate, or you can like it's on your choice. So firstly import the chat SDK. Like if you want to make with the reading of their document. So their document did not use the skin delegate, so you can remove the skin delegate and just only can use app delegate file. But if you want to both, so you can like use both. So for this, first go there, copy paste the things. First chat SDK, run it, so it will show you the chat SDK module. Little that time because you are running it first time and it integrate loads of ports like all Firebase port, HTML, all port will be using by this library. But as you can see, this library has loads of skins. I can show you that. You can go to framework, ports, import. You can see there are loads of library. What's I mean? Loads of. This is the ChatGPT framework. If you go to ports, ChatGPT framework, ports, you can see there will be core files, then core data, reachability, support, UI, like loads of UI there. Also, it's divided like core SDK, charity, Firebase, charity, keep layout. Lots of thing it have. So it will take little time to build first time. In between, you can we can go to flow and you can see this is basically using the Firebase. So you need to set up the Firebase. So set up a Firebase, login with your Gmail account and go to Firebase. Uh, Create a new project. So like we have lots of projects I already created. Now I am creating a new one. So simple chat app. Continue. Continue. Select an account. So you did not need to create select account as you already have. So you just default. Now it's creating a simple chat app for you. And yeah, it's building it done. Now you can see like You need a Firebase account for this in Google Play info playlist file. So in between we can run it. Now continue. Now go one by one. First we go to the authentication. For sign in, we are using also Firebase, and this library also provides us a Firebase sign in. If you do not want to use Firebase sign in or Firebase authentication, you can create your own. But for now, we are using the Firebase. And it's simple that we do not need on. You can use there. Enable the login which you want. So like we have enabled the email password login. We have enabled the phone login. You can enter any phone number for testing. Now you can use the Google login also. You can provide any support mail like your own mail. Other than these three, you can use Play Store, Game Store, Facebook, Twitter, GitHub, Yahoo, Microsoft, Apple, or any other. Like Anonymous, you can use this too. So it's a lots of, you can use anyone. Now we need a database. So go to database. Create database. So click next. Done. In Firebase, there are two types of database: real-time database or a file store. So we need a real-time database for it. So just check which one is created, and we will create our own. In between. Like we import the SDK, it shows us on our app. Now we need to initialize these things. Firstly, we use these methods. If you think why we need these methods, so I will explain you. Like we need a notification for app, so we use it register for remote notification, but we are not registering the remote notification. This SDK, we just calling the SDK method, and SDK will register the notification. Same again, for receiving notification, we are not like when we receiving notification, we are not doing anything. We just call SDK method, SDK will receive the notification. Same, this one for also for remote notification. Like we have open URL methods. Like we are when we use a Google login. So Google login basically use a Google open URL, or Facebook login basically use a open URL to redirect from Facebook Google to app. Or so basically for this we are not doing anything. We are just calling the SDK method. So these are the basic. Now we need to initialize. So like if we want to create only chat SDK, then we need a window object here, and we can initialize anything in different launching. But we have a string delegate too, so we are using this. So for this, we basically initialize the whole SDK in the string delegate. So copy this, just paste it. We not need currently for QR code module, because it have also QR code validations. We need to import chat SDK here. Import chat SDK. So basically, what things we are doing here? Firstly, we create a config object for chat SDK. Then we setting configuration like root path, or we can setting others too. Then we allow users to create public chats, or then we initializing the SDK. For initializing SDK, we need application and launch options, which will we get only in app delegate between launching. So we will initialize the code there. After that, we are creating a window object and setting a root view controller as a chat splash screen navigation controller. So basically, we are using chat UI, so you can go there and you can see there are lots of screen. Like you can see there are lots of screen, splash screen, login view controller. We are using splash screen because splash screen is the controller which will manage if user is login. It will show the chatting screens, or if user not logged, then it will show the login controller. So we do not need to manage anything. But if you want to manage yourself, then you can use a login view controller, splash screen. You can use any other screens, like it's have lots of user navigation thread controller. So it's have all the API you can use, or you can create your own. You can create UI your own and then use backend for there. You can use UI and backend for your. So it's a lots of things. Now we initializing the SDK beside the window. Now we need a plist file to run our app. So it's a file store. We need a real-time database. So we need to set up a rule of real-time database. Like basically, read write access are false. We make it true, or you can make your own according to your conditions. Now rule okay. Now we need a storage. So we get started with storage. Storage for images and others. Now set the rules. So the read write access is based on the auth. Currently we are not managing the auth, so we just making it true. Now we need to create a iOS project. So we go to setting, just select an iOS app, go to your project, open button identifier, just use this identifier and register your app. Download Google Service Info playlist file. Go to next. Go to next. Go to next. Skip this tab, and you are good to go. If you need to integrate notification, you need certificates and all. For this, you need a developer account. So firstly, you need to go to messaging. You can upload your Firstly, you can create a developer account, then you can upload your create key here with the key identity amended, and then it's not even looking fine. So now we just use this. So we assemble the tab. Now to integrate, we need to integrate a Google Info playlist file there. So we go to download. This is our latest Google Info playlist file. We just copy it. As this file is renamed due to we have lots of files in download, so we just remove that. So command, just make it a Google Info playlist. Now run again. Load. Skin delegate will be making these things typical, so we are just not using the skin delegate, we are just creating everything which is the app delegate, so it's easy to use. For this, app delegate need a window object. We don't need these functions, skin delegate functions. We also need to remove a skin delegate part from info paste file. Remove this application skin manifest. Now run this app. Now, so we are not logging yet. So it's show a login screen. We can enter a mail address, user @gmail.com, password. We are logging first time, so we need to register. So we are just using the register button. It will show us a chat screen. Now go to the Firebase, check database, real-time database. You can see there will be user just created by you. Just check the meta user@gmail.com name statistic. So it will provide a name itself. You can edit it by go to edit, check write user one and save. If you want to create a chat room, public chat room, you can just create chat room. It's a public chat room, so anyone can use this. Like we have provided it in the app delegate. So name public. Okay, creating. Now you can write any message. Hi. It's also have camera, choose photo location, but for this you need permissions. Like currently, if we try to use chat photos, so it gives some error to us. It crashed because it did not have permissions. So we have due to region source type one not available. So we need to give all the access in InfoQX file along with the camera and other thing is camera is not working with the simulator. You need your phone for this. So everything is looking good. You have chat room, you have contacts. You can search contact. For searching contact, firstly you need to add a contact. So like we have for any user like test. So currently we do not have any users, so we can't see it. So for this, we can do one thing. We just close it. We sign out it. So it's a user profile screen. It's a contact screen. It's a chat room, conversation. You can it's a chatting screen along with the profile. It's edit profile. You can edit there and you can log out from there. So it's show the status availability or online and offline. You can change image, save everything. Now we use another one, user one at the rate gmail.com, password 123456778. So you can see there will be chat room and it's also show the notification like it's a show the alert. And for notification you need a push notification. You can reply message. The user one message is showing here. Now we can send hi. It's a chat room messaging. Now you want to one-to-one message. For this you need to add a contact. So you can go user. It show you. It's offline now because we are online. So that one is offline. You can add it. Now it will be showing your screen. So you can create many you want, and then you can see the list of users. Now you can see their profile and also it's available and status what about them, and then you can create a chat. So you can write a hi, you can send him, you can use anything like choose location photo and another. You can see profile from here to settings. You can mute notification if you not want and you know that user. You can see the conversation, all the conversation here. If you want to see that the first user receive a notification a message or not, so you can log out, log in with the first user at the rate gmail.com 123456778, and now we log in because we are not registering this time. So you can see we receive a message from ChatSD253. Also we see we can receive a message in chatroom too. You can see ChatSDK profile here. You can add him as a contact. Now it will be showing you in your contacts list. So this is all about our chat tab. Have a nice day guys. Thank you.